What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. Okay, well, we have had roughly 5.5 days since the packs, since Grandmaster Wrath was unlocked, and we crossed the 9 million pack mark. So I'm just kind of looking ahead to when we get the next legendary summoner, which was confirmed to be Fire and then unconfirmed by Matt during the most recent town hall. So I have no idea what to expect. I'm not sure if he just wasn't aware or if he actually made an active change into the order, but it was supposed to be Fire next. At least that's what we had been told in previous town halls. Either way, we know that it's going to be a legendary summoner, and we know that it's going to be one of the 5 remaining splinters, including Dragon. So with that being the case, I just wanted to get an idea with where the run rate is, because we definitely hit somewhat of a wall as we got closer to the end of kind of that 1 million benchmark, right? That unlocks the airdrop. So if we take a look, and I'm going to bust out my calculator here. If we take a look at what, 63,000, yeah, we'll go 63,000 divided by the 5.5 days that we've had. I mean, I'm going to be generous and say that we're maybe doing like 12,000 packs a day. And again, that's a little generous, but I wanted to see where that would land us. And the thing that we need to keep in mind, and well, there's going to be several things that we need to keep in mind, but the first thing that we need to keep in mind is that the threshold for the next pack is 10 million, but I believe that we could see momentum similar to what we saw the last time pick up much earlier. So when we were at 8.9 million, for example, that last 100,000 packs sold out in like 24 to 36 hours. It was very quick. Now, I think that we can probably expect the same when this happens. I would actually, and again, I'm just throwing some speculation out here, and I'm going to play with some numbers. So none of this is actually accurate by any means, but this is just kind of where my head is at and where I'm planning, right? So instead of it being 100,000 packs remaining, I'm actually thinking maybe once we get to 850,000, meaning we have 150,000 packs, I think we'll start to see that momentum pick up again, because everybody saw what happened last time, and now they're going to try to front run it, right? I mean, we could even potentially think maybe 800,000 packs in versus 850, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to look at 850 packs, all right, or 850,000 packs. So what does that mean for us? 850,000 divided by, or I'm sorry, minus the 63, we'll call it 64,000 already, means that we have 786,000 packs to go. I'm going to be generous with that 12,000 packs per day. It's roughly 2 months, okay? It's roughly 2 months before we get there and then have that last day. Now, the other thing that we need to keep in mind is that the airdrop ends in roughly 12 days from now, less than 2 weeks. And so if that wasn't the case, and we continued this run rate for a while, similar to what we've seen over the past year, or since the beginning of the year, I should say. 2 months puts us at roughly mid-September, right? I don't think it's going to be 65 days. I don't think it's going to be anywhere close to 65 days. So the end of the airdrop could signal in a huge rush of packs, but I don't think that it's going to be sustained pack sales, if you get what I'm saying. I think you're going to get a lot of people who choose to spend their DEC or I guess redeem their DEC for packs, everything that might be in people's accounts or in the liquidity pools, whatever the case is. I think we will see a lot of that get redeemed, but it's going to be like a one-time bump. Now, that one time could last for like a week or 2 weeks after the airdrop, because people might not be sure. They might wait to see if there are any liquidity pool rewards coming in and make decisions based off of that. So it won't be like an overnight thing where we get this 100,000 packs or 200,000 packs, but it could be an accelerated growth over those couple of days, which would throw off the run rate, because once that is done, depending on where DEC lands from a price standpoint, because if some people decide to sell off, which I don't think that they would at this point, it seems way more lucrative to just go in and get the packs. But either way, when people make their decisions post airdrop, how they are going to use their DEC, that will give us a much better idea. I do think we're going to see a spike in pack sales, but not a sustained growth rate, just a spike in pack sales. If we see a massive sell-off in DEC, which could be in addition to a spike in pack sales, then that could actually contribute to more packs being bought as well, because right now we're getting a little bit more than a 40% discount with DEC being 40% below its peg. If there is a sell-off, I can see that going down to 0.0005, which is 50% below its peg. And we've been there historically in the past during these down markets or down parts of the cycle, I should say. So I don't know where we land, but I think I can safely say, and so I guess this is the closest to a prediction that I'll give. I think I can safely say that we're not going to have to wait until September. I think we will see the next legendary summoner before the end of August. And I know I'm shaving like 15 days off of the calculations here, but hopefully what I've presented to you was reason enough. Now we'll revisit this when we get back to the when we get back to, I'm sorry, not back to, but when we get post airdrop. But as of now, this is kind of just giving me that insight into where we could go. Again, I posted a video a couple of weeks ago talking about how if all of that DEC found its way into packs, we could sell through the next million like that, right? Because I think we had enough DEC in the system to redeem for a full million packs. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. It sounds like there's a lot of interest, especially in the Mav chat and what we've heard in the town halls, for liquidity pool incentives. So I think a lot of folks don't necessarily want to come and redeem their DEC. They want to see what types of incentives will be offered for liquidity pools. And I would say the people who are asking these questions and want to know more about liquidity pools are probably the ones that have a ton of DEC in those liquidity pools right now. So if they have an incentive to stay, that could kind of blunt the spike in pack sales if it's only going to be some of the smaller folks who don't necessarily see the incentive anymore without the airdrop. Maybe the SPS rewards that come out for it just aren't as high. So that's where I'm at right now. Initial thoughts is, even with this kind of slow momentum that we've had, it's expected after we hit the million mark or after each million mark. So I would say that even if we go at the slowest possible pace, which is what we're doing right now, mid-September isn't terrible. That's kind of just around the corner. But I think that with the several factors I mentioned, we could see that jump up. And I would be very surprised if we actually saw this in September. Again, I don't know what's going to happen with macro markets. I don't know what's going to happen with Bitcoin. If this thing nukes, then who knows where we end up, and things could really grind to a halt. But either way, I think that even if that happens, there's going to be incentives for people to buy packs. If DEC just absolutely plummets, there's going to be an incentive for people to come in and buy packs very, very cheaply. So that's all I have in this video for you guys. I'm not going to do the official prediction now, where not official prediction for me, but where I take official predictions for you guys. But just unofficially, I am curious to know how you're thinking about the rest of this summer when it comes to pack sales. I mean, we've talked about so many other changes with ranked rewards, with modern and wild, all these different things that have come and are still to come. But with pack sales, I'm excited mainly because we're seeing the strength of Grandmaster Wrath. And I think as we get more of these legendary summoners unlocked, it's going to make things way better and even the playing field for so many of the newer players. So let me know your thoughts on this below, and we can continue the conversation there. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.